มามาต่อกันเต็มตอนที่สองแต่คราวนี้เราจะเล่นแบบชิวๆไม่เป็นทางการอะไรทั้งสิ้นก็เล่นไปเรื่อยๆเนาะ
เปิดแล้วเหรอ
เปิดแล้วอันนี้คุณแพรนะครับ
สวัสดีครับ
นักไลฟ์เดอะซิม
เฟรมเรทน่ารักมาก
Yeah sorry
What the hell
What the hell มีอะไรกินไหมเนี่ยดีเก็บของจากบ้านมาแอบไม่ชอบที่มันมีระบบว่าต้องใช้โพชั่นเพื่อเซฟนั่นแหละมีความลำบากกับชีวิตไปอะ
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I
โอ
heard
เค
about...
ได้กินข้าวแล้ว
I can't understand why he'd waste his talent. I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
ไหน
Sir Divish has suffered his own share of woes. But he's a
You learn kitchen นี่ไม่เข้าใจว่าจะบอกทำไม
Milady. You are fortunate our
ดู
good
เสื้อ
lady
ตัวนี้ดิ
Stephanie
เสื้อตัวนี้ก็ยัง
Palmer
เปื้อนเลือดเหมือนเดิ
has
ม
graced us with her presence.
ไม่ว่าจะผ่านมัน
So
นาน
this
แค่
is
ไหน
our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master?
ทำไมมันดูไม่ค่อยเศร้าเล
You
ยวะ
are then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, my lady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
ทำเป็นอย่างนี้ข้างหน้าเราลื่นอยู่ได้วะ
When you've done,
มีความ
you
ส
can
งสัย
sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
ภารกิจคือให้กินสั่งแล้วนะว่าให้กิน
Lord Almighty.
เดินชนเราเองแล้วก็บ่นเราคืออะไรวะเป็ดย่างวาย
โอ้มันจับน่าเกลียดมาก
จริงอิ่มไหมเนี่ย
อ๋อสวัสดีอีกคนหนึ่งที่มาดูด้วยนะครับ
ครับใครไม่รู้นะครับ
สักคน
อันนี้คือง่วงนี่มันง่วง
Damn, I'm tired.
กินแบบต้องเข้าหน้าเมนูแล้วกินแบบ
ใช่ถ้าจะง่วงขนาดนี้ใจเย็นมีการกระพริบตานะเฟรมเรทกอดจะเข้าทางไหนเนี่ยนี่เหรออ๋อนี่ไม่ใช่
Please tell me what happened in States. I have a killer.
สียงนกเสียงกาบ้านนี้มั้งนี่แหละโอ้ my bed is here ปิดประตูนอนต้องเลือกด้วยว่านอนกี่ชั่วโมงโอเคนอนสัก10 ชั่วโมงแล้วกัน10 ชั่วโมงกันนอนไปได้2 ชั่วโมงโดนปลุกเหรอ
ทำไม
มันมีคัตซีน
ครับ
โดนปลุกเหรอหรือไงนะหมุนติ้ว
อะไรหมุนติ้ว
ๆโหลดดิ้ง
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
เปิด
My
ประตู
lady.
มาขนาดนี้ไม่เวกก็บ้าละ
No, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little
ๆเปิด
wine.
ดังมากนะปึ้ง
It's just what
Lovely,
you
lovely.
need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
มันโดนป้าจีบยังไงก็ไม่รู้อะ
ทำไมอ่ะ
ไม่รู้มันดูแบบเป็นห่วงเป็นใยอะไรขนาดนั้น บอกไม่ถูก
ก็อยากรู้อะไรอย่างงี้ป่ะแบบอาจจะเคยแอบชอบแบบคุณพ่ออะไรอย่างเงี้ย
เล่าเรื่อง
เออ
ที่โดนบุกให้ฟังหรือไม่เล่าดิเล่าก็ได้
You might be right, my lady.
อาจจะนางอาจจะเป็นส
I'll
ปา
tell
ย
you
ก็
what
ได้นะ
happened.
ว่ะ
It was terrible
Little
and
kid left.
unexpected. The day started just like any other.
ไม่เห็นเป็นไร
แต่ข้อ
Father
มูลนั้น
sent
มัน
me
ก็ไม่
into
ได้มี
town
ประโยช
on
น์อะไร
some
นี่
errands.
ไม่ได้ว่า
เออ
I went to the tavern to buy ale for father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it.
ไม่แน่นะ
He was
อาจจะเข้า
forging a
ไปใน
sword for
ป้อม
Sir Radzik.
ทัน
The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzik himself came to have a look at it. He praised father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. Sigismund's cavalry was composed of Cumans. They're diabolical barbarians from the east, with no regard for the rules of warfare, bloodthirsty cutthroats. The very fact Sigismund has them with him shows what a tyrant he is.
Well, I don't know.
ไม่เชื่อด้วย
And then death descended on
หมายถึง
Skalitz.
อ๋อ
The gate to the castle was
fail.
open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover.
ก็คนส่วนใหญ่
They
ไม่
were
ค่อยอยาก
carrying the
ฟัง
few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was
หน้าเป็น
happening,
ป้า
you
นะ
thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her.
The Mill Wench อ๋อ fail
I
เลย
wanted to help her. God knows I wanted to, but even though I had the sword we made for Saradzic,
คือ
they had me
ตอนที่เราไป
outnumbered
เอา
and they were
มา
well
มัน
armed
มี
too.
คนหนึ่งกำลังโดน
I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride
ทำร้าย
off.
อยู่เว้ย
I couldn't help her
แต่
any
ด้วย
more
ความ
than I
ที่
could
ว่า
have
ตอน
helped my
รอบ
parents.
แรกเราหนี
It
ฮะ
wasn't your fault.
แล้วเราสู้มันไม่ได้เว้ยมันไล่ตีเราแล้วเราตายเว้ยเราก็เลยแบบวิ่งไปเอาม้าแล้วก็ไปเลยเว้ย
อืม
ไม่ได้หยุดช่วยคนนั้น
อ๋อ
It's
ก็ช่วย
terrible.
ไม่ได้ไม่มีอาวุธเลยเลย
How
อะ
could something like that happen?
เอาแล้วดาบของตอนแรกแพทย์กะว่าจะบอกว่า
God
ไอ้ดาบ
alone
ของ
knows
นั้น
what he
มันหยิบ
wants
ไม่
us
ได้
to
นะ
do.
มันใช้ไม่ได้ระดับนั้น
เอาเหรอ
เอ
You
อ
poor boy. I understand your grief, but
Wait,
God is
I'm
not
gonna
to
die.
blame for the ills of
อื
this
มผมไม่
world.
รอดแล้วล่ะ
That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding, those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me and my husband
เธอเขาบอก
either.
ว่าแบบ Kingdom Come ขายดิบขาย
Also,
ดี
in
หลังทำยอดขาย
comparison
กว่า
to the
500,000 ชุด
horrors you went through.
ล้านแล้วนี่
เอาเหรอ
ลง
ลา
กับ
แล้วเหรอ
GN ว่ามิล
I
เลียน
was
แล้ว
young when I married my
โคตรโหด
husband. It was my father's wish.
เรื่องมันดีอะ
Divish
ชอบ
was a lot
ผม
older
เคยเป็นคน
than
ชอบ
I,
ตีไม้
but
กว่านี้นะ
a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Probislavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own
Gam.
castle.
Years, you say?
7 years.
7 years
That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the
น่า
crown.
เศร้า
And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a
แต่ส
ransom,
มัยก่อนแบบ
and
เขา
only
จะชอบ
then,
ให้ลูก
by the
ผู้หญิง
grace
แบบ
of
แต่ง
Lord
กับพวกแบบ
Jesus, did I finally
แบบ
lay
พวกขุน
eyes
นาง
on my
แก่
husband
ๆใน
once
นู้น
more.
นะ
7
ก็
years.
เหมือนแบบบรรณาการนะ
And was Harville punished for it?
สร้าง
Never.
สัมพันธ์บลาบลา
And after 7
แล้วก็แบบ
years, my
ก็จะโดนเอา
husband
ไปใช้ใน
returned to me
ใน
an
วังหรือในอะไร
infirm
แบบ
old man.
เออ
Sir Divish seems like a good,
นางสน
strong
ม
man.
แบบ
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all.
สรุปคือเจ๊เหงา
But
ใช่
at
ไหม
least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
สรุปเจ๊เหงา
My lady, you're still young and beautiful.
กรรม
Your best years are still ahead of you.
You are still
Would that
young
were true,
What the
lad.
fuck
Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let
นา
you
งอาจจะบอก
sleep.
ว่านางอายุมาแล้ว100 ปีกูเป็นแวมไพร์อะไรเงี้ยตอนนี้
มันไม่แฟนตาซี
I enjoyed our little talk,
yeah I
Henry.
know kidding
เนี่ยเหมือนโดน
Good night.
เจ๊จีบอะจ
And
ริงๆ
God
อะ
bless.
Good night, my
อย่า
lady.
เลย
เมื่อไหร่จะได้เปลี่ยนเสื้อเนี่ยไอ้เสื้อตัวนี้แบบ
เปื้อนเลือด
เปื้อนตั้งแต่โดนต่อยอะ
still แหมเอาเจ๊ไหมยัง
เจ๊ไปแล้วจะได้นอนถึงเช้าไหมเนี่ยเอาฝันร้ายโอเค
ทำไมอ่ะรู้ได้ไงว่าฝันร้าย
มันดีเลย์นิดนึงสี่
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
คำถามคือดาบอยู่ไหน
Henry, wake up.
นั่นน่ะสิ
You don't want to miss this.
กับตก
What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
เดี๋ยวขอเข้าห้องน้ำแป๊บ
ครับ Take the torch อ๋อดาบอยู่นี่ไง จะใส่หรือไม่ใส่ดิใส่ไปก็บวกดิเฟนซ์1อ๋อ มีสกิลให้เลยอย่างนี้อ่ะ สปีชนี่เรียนไม่ได้ เอาวิ่งอะไรกันโอเค โอ้ สกิลมากมาย เช็ด โ กับยาม
Good health to you.
Do you know what's happening?
No. What about you?
Me? How could I?
I saw you with Sir Robar. Didn't he tell you anything?
No, nothing.
Good day to you. What do you need?
You know what's happening?
Sigismund. Who else? That bastard conquered Skalitz and now he's come to take Talmberg.
Too few of us. And anyway,
ไล่คุยกับยามไปเรื่อย
my respects to you.
What's happening? You heard?
No. It could be Sigismund's army, or his scouts, or maybe Scarlet's folk who survived the pillaging. I wouldn't expect nothing good.
Good health to you.
Do you know what's happening?
Don't ask me. I don't know shit. Just a minute ago, I was sleeping after a day's watch at the gate.
Good day to you.
What's happening? Have you heard anything?
No. Could be Sigismund's army, or his scouts, or...
ๆอ๋อมันพูดประโยคเดียวกันเลยนี่หว่าโอเค
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And Sir Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
อ๋อสรุปก็ทหารรับจ้าง ไม่น่าใช่นะ
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig.
อ๋อ
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, How on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left the storm into the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Valdic.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you.
Hello.
We'll meet again when circumstances are more
สรุปไอเซอร์นี่รอดวะ
Farewell.
เฮ้ยครูอะ
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanish.
I will.
ไลเฮนรี่แม่งบอกว่าจะกลับไปดูศพพ่อแม่มัน
These are dark times.
ไอ้นี่ก็ด่าว่าบ้าเปล่าอะไรเงี้ยแล้วก็สั่งให้อีเซอร์ที่คุมชาวส์เบิร์กว่าอย่าให้มันหนีไปไหนนะให้มันอยู่นี่อะไรเงี้ย
ทำไมอะ
ก็ไปก็ตายเลย
โอเค
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrol.
เซอร์โร
Sort
บา
out
ร์
the watches between you as always.
ไว้ที่
And if I catch anyone... Hey!
ก็คือเราก็ต้องอยู่นี่ไปก่อน
มันคงมีอะไรให้ออกไปทำในท้ายที่สุดมันเป็นเกม RPG อ่ะมันต้องมีเควสให้ทำ
What is it you need?
แบบให้ไปแบบ
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is
นี่
that
ไง
a
มัน
request
สั่งให้
or
เรา
an
ช่วย
order?
I'd rather it was a
ช่วย
request you answered
ดู
yesterday.
สังเกตการณ์บนไอเนี่ยป้อม
I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
แล้วฝนตกแล้วให้watchปิดมองไปก็ไม่เห็นเลยมืดตื้อ
แล้วอยู่คนเดียวอะนะ
มียามอยู่คนสองคนเดินไปเดินมาแล้วทุกคนมีอาวุธแล้วมีดาบมีดาบแอบขึ้นไปดูเลยอ๋อตรงนี้เป็นห้องเปิดประตูคือเกมมันชอบยั่วใจให้ขโมยของแต่มันผิดไงแต่มันก็บอกไปนะว่าไอเรียนี้แบบพื้นที่ส่วนตัวอะไรเงี้ยหยิบอะไรไม่ได้นะอะไรประมาณนั้น
Hey!
ทำไมต้องเดินแบบเดินไปเดินมาแบบ
หามุมมองอยู่นะว่าจะมองอยู่ตรงไหนมันไม่เห็นเลย
เขาไม่ได้บอกจุดใช่ปะ
นี่จะนี่บอกไม่ใช่ activity giver ไม่ใช่อันนั้นเควสใช้เควสสรุปแล้วไม่ได้บอกต้องรอไปอีกนานแค่ไหนสกิปไทม์ได้ปะ
ไม่น่าจะได้นะ
นี่ไงมันมีอยู่ you can delay no time to lose โอเค
ตรงว่ามันอาจจะต้องมา
มีอะไรเดินมามองท้องฟ้าทำไมมีอะไรอ้าวมีอะไรมาคุยกับยามคนนี้ดู
Good day to you.
What do you think about that surprise during the night?
I was surprised, all right. I'm glad them people were safe, though. I'm just as glad it weren't Sigismund. For sure, he'll come here in the end, too. But now at least we've got time to train for it.
Maybe he'll leave Hamburg be.
Maybe not.
วินาทีนี้ก็คิดหมดทุกอย่าง
Could be he was only out to get Sir Radzig, because he's Wenceslas's hetman. The Scarlets is a rich town, so there was plenty of loot for the taking. 2 birds with 1 stone. So he might be satisfied and leave us alone.
Reckon we'll see soon enough, one way or the other.
By the way, Henry. It is Henry.
นี่ต้องเป็นวิธีสำคัญเพราะว่ามันคุยนานนั่นไงมาละ
หมายถึงอ๋อ
Wandering around like a stray sheep.
นึกว่าจะ
Must
ยืน
be
จ้อง
your
หน้า
first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
แม่งบอกให้ยืนหลับเป็นยามที่เหี้ยมาก
แป๊บนึงนะเดี๋ยวเข้าห้องน้ำแป๊บนึง
โอเคครับให้หลับถึงเช้าใช่ไหมเช้าแล้วนี่โอเคยังไม่เช้าก็ได้8 โมงนี่เช้าเอง
Jesus! Look where you're going!
เดี๋ยวนะอันนั้นคือฉุกเฉินอ่ะเดี๋ยวเก็บทอร์ชกันเลยยำไม่ได้เลย
with that weapon?
ให้เสื้อหายเปื้อนแล้วใช่ไหมดูสังเกตโอ้
Jesus! We'll come and hit them like skeletons.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. You may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Tomberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlets and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. You don't want to end up like them.
I am Sir Markvart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markvart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Ratzik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Ratzik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Lord เฉยธนูพุ่งมาไม่ใช่อ้าวโอเคถอย
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
To walk around here with a weapon
can't draw
drawn?
your weapon here.
Put it away.
เราจะกลับไปที่บ้านเรานะ
Look where you're going.
God be with you.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzik is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair, him and Wenceslas's cousin Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
I suppose because it has a strategic position and good fortifications, so it can be used as a base for raids, giving you control of the whole territory and good defences too, if you need them.
Not at all.
Okay.
King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed 2 birds with 1 stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Where did these Cumans come from anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said, that they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
So, Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
เอากรรม
Are you serious?
สรุปก็ต้องหาม้าไป เพื่อจะกลับบ้านใช่ไหม 1เลยต้องออกจากปราสาท ดูก่อนมีเควสอะไรแถวนี้บ้าง มีตรงนี้บางทีก็งงทิศเหมือนกันแหลกความแหลกนี้ก็ต้องขออภัยด้วยอ๋อเป็นอารีนามีแบบฟันดาบปะลองถามดูไม่มีโอเคอ๋อนี่ไงนี่ไงตัวนี้นั่นเลย
Good day to you.
ไม่ถามแล้วกันขี้เกียจ ประตูปิด มีทางไหนที่จะออกไปได้บ้าง อันนี้ก็ไปได้นะ ถ้าจะไปอ่ะ ไป ตลก ลองไปเที่ยวตรงนั้นกันไหม
Get out that way!
เอากำ
Gotcha! Jesus, you gave me the runaround.
Let me go, for Christ's sake! I have to bury my parents!
You're going nowhere. Except back inside.
If I don't bury them now, they'll be ripped to pieces by jackdaws and scattered over unhallowed ground, and I'm stuck here, a stone's throw away.
All right, shove me. I'll pretend you caught me off guard and I fell over. I'll deal with the others. You just get out of here on the double.
ยำช่วย
What?
หามาหามา
He ran that way.
Oh shit.
I see him. After him. There.
โดนอีกละ
Got you. Jesus, you gave me the runner.
Let me go!
You'll go. Except back in.
Let me go. I'll give you silver.
Hmm? How much? Not likely. Except back inside.
But I have to... All right, take me.
That's a good lad.
จะต่อยยามก็เดี๋ยวมีเรื่องไงตายในคุกอีกต้องหนีใหม่ เอาเฮ้ยเฮ้ยเฮ้ยบัก
What were you doing? There's people walking here.
เอามาลงนี้ไม่ได้หรอได้ดิเดี๋ยวใจเย็นติดอ่ะโอเครู้ละอย่าบอกว่าโดนยามจับได้อีกนะ
Got you. Will you never give up?
Let me go, for Christ's sake! I have to bury my parents!
You're going nowhere. Except back inside.
If I don't bury them now, they'll be ripped to pieces by...
All right, I'll deal with...
โอเคคุยได้มึงอย่ามาก๊อตจูอีกนะคนยังวะนึกว่าจะฟาสเวลได้สิ
You'll have to wait for me here, friend. Better to keep going on my own.
สเละเลย ก็อด
Jesus.
อ้าวมีรูทได้เหรอ sorry sorry รูทไม่ไหววันเยอะ นั่นคนรอด
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Jesus Christ!
อุ้ย sorry เดี๋ยวนะเควสเราให้ไปทาง อ๋อเป็นคนละเมืองกัน ไปอีก อันนี้เมืองชื่ออะไรนะ โรวานู่นเมืองเราอยู่นู่น มีความโหดร้ายสูงมาก Oh God. Why?
Why would anyone do this? What did these poor souls ever do to them?
What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you? What's
แบนดิตเราพอจะมีเสื้อผ้าที่ดีหน่อยใส่ละจริงมันก็ไม่ได้ดีหรอกเป็นเสื้อแบนดิตแต่ก็ดีเฟนส์มันเยอะกว่าของเรา ข้ามไม่ได้หรอกหิวข้าวฮะปั๊บของกินมากมายกินเข้าไปอ๋อถ้ากินข้าวเยอะนี่จะมีผลกับการถืออาวุธด้วยเหรออิ่มเกินอะไรเงี้ยตอนนี้มันขึ้นไม่ได้นะต้องไปขึ้นหลังหมู่บ้านใช่ไหมทำไมก็อ้อมปราสาทอ๋อต้องอ้อมปราสาทขึ้นไปใช่ใช่ก็คือทางที่เรามาจำได้ว่าขโมยม้าตรงเนี้ยไม่ใช่เชิงขโมยหรอกหยิบม้าตรงเนี้ยนะ งั้นคนที่เราช่วยไม่ได้ก็ต้องเอาเนี้ยแล้วก็ไม่อยู่แล้วนะทางไหนนะลืมออกกรรมก็เลยทางนี้แล้วดิติดโอเคดูจะเดินไกลนิดนึงทางนี้ก็ปิดแล้วจะให้เข้าหมู่บ้านทางไหนวะเดินต่อไปเจอละกอด
Bailiff, he didn't run like me. He died with a sword in his hand.นี่เพื่อนเรานี่ใช่ปะหรือไม่ใช่วะไม่ใช่น่าเหมือนแมทธิวเพื่อนเรา You stood by his side and he did this to you. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. You didn't abandon like me.
แล้วเบียงก้าเราไปไหน
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find this shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
หาจอบหาพลั่วหาจอบที่บ้านมีปะ
This is a good place. You're gonna like it here.
ทำไม ไม่เป็นคัตซีนไปเลยต้องให้เรามาเดินหาพวกน่าจะปิดนั่นไงหาที่ไหนอะ
Why? Not you. It wasn't supposed to be you, Bianca. I'll find the bastards that did this to you. I'll find them. I swear it.
Bianca.
It's a keepsake to remember you by, my dearest.
ยังมาที่ไหนวะ
Wait! Come on.
เอาตรงนั้นเหรอเออ จะวิ่งอ้อมทำไมเนี่ย
Get away, you mutt! Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Mishak? What in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that Mutt the butcher's? Mutt? Isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You weren't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing here? What are you doing here?
I came to bury my parents.
So bury them and leave me be.
Do you know what happened to Teresa from the mill? When I fled, the Cumans wanted to... They meant to violate her, and God knows what else.
No, I don't know. What do I care? They probably raped her and killed her like all the others. Her misfortune. Right now I've got to take care of myself.
How did you manage to get away?
How do you think? I ran.
Would you lend me that spade? I have to dig a grave, and I can't find another.
What's it worth to you? I see you have a fine sword. I'll gladly trade you my spade for that. How did you come by it anyway?
My father forged it for Sir Radzik. It's
It's my duty to deliver it to him. It's not for sale.
Go right ahead and dig that grave with your sword. See how that... And where will you dig it anyway? Here? You're not going to lay your parents in unhallowed ground, are you?
You know, you're an unbelievable piece of shit.
Ah. No.
That's right. Turn tail and run, you bastard.
Easy there, boy. You know me. A good master won't be needing this anymore.
Wicked.
So, let's get to it. Damn it all. How am I going to do this?
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword? Who are you? What do you want? Zbyszek?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt! Aye, cut
bastard down.
As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth.
Ah!
ของยาก เอากำทีเดียวเลยเหรอ
I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? And now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers! The games are over.
ตื่นเต้น
I
เกณฑ์ งงทาง
Do you need some help?
Henry! There's work to be done. Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise. Henry, can you hear me? Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day. Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back. You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Talmberg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
Sir Divish promised Sir Radic he'd look after me, but as for why they should care, I've no idea. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak. Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
I haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humour back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Rattay Mill. My uncle's miller Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radzig?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanish of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzig, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
โอเคเดี๋ยวเราจะพักตรงนี้ก่อนในพาร์ทนี้ชั่วโมงครึ่งละเดี๋ยวไว้พรุ่งนี้เรามาต่อกันไปยาวๆนี่ลาไปก่อนสวัสดีครับ